Off and running. Good start. Summer Fun jumped with them, but hit the ground and balked and dropped back towards the tail. Pleasing bounced out in front, but Peter Cook isn't keen to lead. Moving to second, Dentine, and Summer Fun is now pushing through quickly to join the leader, followed by Choreography. Ferrudi wants to go hard in the early stages, and then Federal Prince and Bullocky Way is pulling hard at the tail of the field. Past the 1200 mark, and Summer Fun, after being last out of the barrier, has now gone to the lead. In front by more than a length to Dentine, and Pleasing third on the inside of Ferrudi. Federal Prince 3 wide at the 1000 mark, followed by Choreography and Bullocky Way. This is being run at a very muddling pace in the run to the first turn, and Summer Fun slows them down. Leads by a length to Dentine, a length away Pleasing, ahead to Ferrudi. Federal Prince being allowed to stride along 3 deep, and back at the tail of the field to Choreography and Bullocky Way. Down the side to the 700 mark, they've quickened now, and Summer Fun booted away 3 lengths on Dentine. Pleasing in third place, being pushed along, followed by Ferrudi and Federal Prince. A gap to Choreography and Bullocky Way as they come around the turn, where Summer Fun's got a good lead. Summer Fun straightened up about 4 in front of Pleasing, followed by Dentine, and then Ferrudi and Bullocky Way pull to the outside, but giving them a big start. Summer Fun is well clear, coming to the 200. Pleasing in second place, trying hard to pick up the leader, and they're clear of Dentine and Bullocky Way. Now this leader, Summer Fun, is showing signs of distress. Pleasing in second place is coming out after it. Summer Fun shortening stride. Pleasing is picking it up very quickly. Pleasing is coming home the better, but don't think he got there. No, Summer Fun looks to have just lasted to beat the fast finishing Pleasing. Dentine in third place, followed by Ferrudi, Bullocky Way, and then Federal Prince, and Choreography is last.
That's all from the update desk. When we come back, we'll have cricket scores, including the Sheffield Shield.
Race 6, here is Johnny Tapp.
Righto, Ken, and the runners are starting to move in. Aussie Statesman is the first one into the stalls as we update the tote before they go. Number 1, Lead Me On, is at 14 to 1. Number 2, Crusade King, is steady at 5 to 2. Aussie Statesman 15 to 2. Aladdin is now 4 to 1. Number 6, Mabarak 11 to 1. Regal Signal is at 13 to 1. Number 8, Pleasant Anchor, is at odds of 10 to 1. Number 9, Ivory and Ice at 7. Luna Ballet is at 7 to 1. That's a shortener, isn't it? Luna Ballet. And the bottom one at 90 to 1, Airlift. I think we had Luna Ballet a little longer than that last time, but into 7 to 1 now. Now the line looks just about intact. The white flag fluttering in the breeze. He's about to lower that flag. Starter Billy Dale instructing a couple of these riders not to panic. Now the flag's down, they're off and running, and they'll be in view in just a moment. Here they come racing into view, and Pleasant Anchor and Regal Signal are the 2 leaders from Luna Ballet, making a line of 3. In 4th place when they get going, Crusade King, who's trapped out deep, followed by Aussie Statesman, Ivory and Ice, and then Airlift and Lead Me On. Mabarak is a fair way back, and Aladdin drops out last, but not all that far from the lead. They're going at a pretty muddling pace to the back. Luna Ballet is in front by about a half length to Crusade King, getting in closer. Running third, Regal Signal on the inside of Ivory and Ice, followed by Pleasant Anchor, and a half away on the outside Aussie Statesman. 2 lengths then to Airlift, followed by Mabarak, and in that bunch Lead Me On, with Aladdin 2.5 lengths away at the tail of the field as they swing down the back to the 1300 mark. Luna Ballet wants to go hard in front, leads by a half to Crusade King. Regal Signal getting the run of the race on the inside of Ivory and Ice, a bit more than a length then to Pleasant Anchor on the inside, and close handy is Aussie Statesman, followed by Mabarak, Airlift and Lead Me On. 2.5 away last is Aladdin. They've quickened up at the 1000 mark. Luna Ballet the leader, 3/4 to Crusade King, who gets his chance today. Regal Signal running third on the inside of Ivory and Ice, followed by Pleasant Anchor and Aussie Statesman together. Mabarak is travelling 3 wide at the 800 mark, followed by Lead Me On between horses. On the fence is Airlift, and a length and a half away last is Aladdin, and now they're starting to bunch up as they come to the 700 mark, and Crusade King made a quick move and joins Luna Ballet in front. In fact, the rider of Crusade King is trying to get a break on them as they turn for home. Regal Signal's in third place, followed by Ivory and Ice, and then Pleasant Anchor, followed by Lead Me On and Mabarak as they turn the corner. Into the straight, Crusade King is the leader over Luna Ballet. Ivory and Ice running on gamely, followed by Regal Signal, and wider out is Aussie Statesman. Crusade King the leader at the 200 mark. Luna Ballet sticking on, Ivory and Ice, and now Aussie Statesman wide out are coming at these leaders. Crusade King is tackled by Aussie Statesman on the extreme outside. Aussie Statesman headed Crusade King in the shadows of the post, and Aussie Statesman is drawing away to beat Crusade King. Pleasant Anchor has got up for third in the last stride over Luna Ballet. Then Regal Signal, followed by Lead Me On. Ivory and Ice weakened after looking a hope. Further back is Aladdin, and the last couple of Mabarak and Airlift. The winner is Aussie Statesman, ridden by Robert Thompson, and in fact it is a Hawkesbury Quinella. Both first and second place getters trained at Clarendon, and Aussie Statesman is to pay $8.10 and $2.70. Crusade King second is $1.60, and it looks like number 8 Pleasant Anchor getting up for third, Adrian Robinson, a place dividend of $2.90. So the numbers should read 4, 2 and 8, 4, 2, 8 on the Tui's red handicap. Crusade King travelled outside the leader, rider trying to get a break on the turn, but he just couldn't get away from them, and Aussie Statesman was too good in the run to the post as we return to Adelaide.
Well, we're not going to Adelaide, we're actually back in Melbourne, but thank you, John.
Bill coming up, and Spot the Rock is being led forward riderless into the stalls now, that very pretty grey horse, and 2 or 3 others to move up, and they'll be about set and ready as we check the tote update. And number 1 Spot the Rock at 9-2, Wong is at 8-1, number 3 Copper Tonic at 60, High Spy is at 9-2, Sea Line is at 15-2, Summer Vice is the favourite now 9-4, Kensington Gardens at 8-1, and 9-1 for Agro Warrior, and the bottom 2 are at long odds. They're about set. Starter Billy Dale coming over now to release the field. They're all in and facing well. Blue Rika, the inside runner, the veteran of the field. Set, the gates fly, they're off, and the High Spy just a shade tardy to begin. Summer Vice bounced out in front. Way of Hope's rider is keen to lead. Getting into third spot is Wong soon after the start, followed by Blue Rika and close handy Spot the Rock. Kensington Gardens is a bit wide in the early stages, and then Sea Line and Agro Warrior, followed by Copper Tonic and High Spy. Past the 1200 mark, and Summer Vice sped to the front, and there's plenty of pace on. He leads by nearly 2 lengths to Way of Hope, and ahead away is Wong at the 1000 mark. About 4 to Spot the Rock, a length Kensington Gardens, 2 lengths away Blue Rika, followed by Agro Warrior, and getting well back in the field as they swing around that first turn as High Spy, and Copper Tonic drops out last at the 800 mark. Summer Vice led, Wong second, Way of Hope third, then Kensington Gardens a bit deep, and Spot the Rock between horses, followed by Sea Line. Further back is Agro Warrior, then Blue Rika and High Spy, and Copper Tonic as last as they near the turn. 500 left to go. Summer Vice the leader over Wong, and Kensington Gardens on the outside of them. 2 lengths away, Way of Hope and Spot the Rock together, and then Agro Warrior, followed by Sea Line. These leaders have gone very hard, and Summer Vice is well clear, straightening up the big grey. Spot the Rock is coming after him now. Kensington Gardens wants to drift off the track, followed by Wong and Sea Line. At the 200 mark, Summer Vice clear. Spot the Rock under his huge weight is trying desperately to pick up Summer Vice. Summer Vice still in front. Spot the Rock under 62.5 is trying his heart out, but he just can't make it, and Summer Vice has lasted to win it ahead to Spot the Rock, who was gallant in defeat. Kensington Gardens probably third in front of High Spy, Sea Line, and then Copper Tonic and Wong. From Agro Warrior further back, Way of Hope, and last of all is Blue Rika. Well, you've got to give Spot the Rock full marks for courage under that massive weight. He tried his heart out to peg back the leader, Summer Vice, to whom he was conceding 5.5 kilos. But try as he may, he just couldn't pick up Summer Vice, who had about a head to spare on the line. Number 6 Summer Vice to pay $3 and $1.50. Number 1 Spot the Rock $1.80, and pretty close for third, but it looks like 7 Kensington Gardens, a place dividend of $2.80, and you've certainly got to give that big grey full marks for sheer unadulterated courage. More action coming up after this break.
Got a pass there, mate? Well, go home or watch the action on Nine's Wide World of Sport.
A sensational day at Flemington, with trainer David Hayes turning out 6 winners on the 8-race card. Ironically, he didn't have a runner in the feature race, the VRC Derby, which was won by Fire Oak. And as for guides to the Melbourne Cup, the McKinnon Stakes and the Dalgetties posed as many questions as answers.
The McKinnon Stakes is a pretty fair guide to Cup fortunes. In recent years, Empire Rose and At Talac have done the double. And of today's field, big things were expected of Siddiston. But the big pointer turned out not to be for the Melbourne Cup, but the Japan Cup, where Better Loosen Up enters a last start winner.
Kesem on the outside at Stylish Century. Better Loosen Up a half length behind him. Clark has pulled the whip, and Better Loosen Up and Stylish Century fight it out nose and nose. Better Loosen Up goes home the better, and Better Loosen Up has beaten Stylish Century by a long neck. 2 lengths away third is Mr. Brooker, and then...
I think that horse proved today he is the best horse around, and it's just an absolute pleasure to win with him. He's my absolute favourite horse, and after having all those winners, it's a funny thing to say. If he got beaten, I would have been a little bit disappointed. So it was a thrill to win.
As a guide for Tuesday, Mr. Brooker's third made Citizen's 8th look very ordinary, though jockey Neville Wilson wasn't too worried about the run, saying the pace didn't suit. There were half a dozen horses in the Dalgety needing a first or second placing to qualify for the Melbourne Cup, including Dalgety favourite Mantelpiece. But the final stages were fought out by a pair already qualified for Tuesday. One of them, the Hayes-trained grey Mount Olympus.
It's Mount Olympus in front, down passing the 100, still in front by a length and a half to Kingston Rule. Mount Olympus 3/4, Kingston Rule, he's running out. Mount Olympus still in front, and Mount Olympus will win it. Mount Olympus from Kingston Rule by half.
6 winners from 8 races, or 3/4 of the meeting that today you wouldn't even dare dream about.
No, it's incredible, and it's actually 9 because we won 3 in Adelaide, so 9 in a day is pretty good.
In fact, finished up with 10. Now the details of today's races. First of all, to race 1, and the winner was Raise the Rhythm. Michael Clark at 5-2 on and favourite from Lady Purpose and Pampas Fire. Race 2, the Carbine Club went to Pre-Record L. Olsen at 13-4 and favourite from Galaxy Dancer and Friends Venture. Race number 3, the Hilton on the Park. Wraparound, Michael Clark from Final Card. The 11-8 on and favourite, and Premier Copper was third. Race 4, the Wakeful Stakes, another one to Clark and Hayes. Beachside winning from All Mine, and Triscay, the 9-4 favourite. And now the first of our replays, the Gadsden.
He led at the 300. He's 3 lengths in front now from With Me. Here comes Redelva on the outside, finishing very quickly, followed by Submariner. Joanna's struggling. It's Show County stopping. Redelva coming at it quickly, and now Planet Ruler, last year's winner. He'll win it again. Flies home, Planet Ruler. Planet Ruler got up to beat Redelva. Gypsy Rogue held on to third. Well,
Planet Ruler, David Hayes. P. Hutchinson, the jockey, winning from Redelva and Gypsy Rogue, starting at 14-1. Now, Better Loosen Up.
KSM, and they were trailed by Citizen, and then Just a Dancer. Stylish Century in front at the 300. 2 lengths to Better Loosen Up, given full bore, and then Dual Treasures, Mr. Brooker. KSM on the outside at Stylish Century. Better Loosen Up a half length behind him. Clark has pulled the whip, and Better Loosen Up, and Stylish Century fight it out nose and nose. Better Loosen Up goes home the better, and Better Loosen Up has beaten Stylish Century by a long neck. 2 lengths away third is Mr. Brooker, and then...
Better Loosen Up at 5-4 and favourite Stylish Century at 9-4 and Mr. Brooker at 50-1. Now Fire Oak in the Derby.
But under a lot of pressure, it's Fire Oak in front down to the 300 in the Derby. Centro challenges. Now Lord Revenor's coming home well. St Jude in the middle. Centro at the 200 and Fire Oak are locked together from Lord Revenor, and they're followed by St Jude. It's Centro the outside and Fire Oak. Fire Oak the inside and Centro. Nothing between them. Fire Oak has his nose in front. Centro lunge. Bobbing finish. Centro and Fire Oak. I can't separate them. A bobbing finish. Centro the outside. Perhaps a nose. Lord Revenor has run third.
Fire Oak was first, Centro was second, Lord Revenor was third, and the unplaced favourite Canny Lad at 7-4. And David Hayes wasn't finished.
At the rear end, going past the 400 now, and Love You Perth in front, but Mount Olympus has gone up quickly on the outside. Mount Olympus hit the front at the 300-metre mark. Kingston Rule a length and a half behind it. Then came Goliath, and further back is La Tristia. It's Mount Olympus in front, down passing the 100, still in front by a length and a half to Kingston Rule. Mount Olympus 3/4, Kingston Rule, he's running out. Mount Olympus still in front, and Mount Olympus will win it. Mount Olympus from Kingston Rule by half a length. 3 lengths away third, perhaps La Tristia of a nose.
So a double for jockey Peter Hutchinson, 4 for Michael Clark, and 10 for David Hayes. 6 here and 3 in Adelaide. Later in the day, he rode another one. OK, the Melbourne Daily Double, races numbers 5 and 7. The numbers were 4 and 13. The dividend, $197.50. The extra double for 2 and 11, $90.05. The quadrella, 8, 4, 1 and 6, $1,939.20. The Melbourne Quad Extra, 4, 1, 13 and 10, $11,255.30. And the Melbourne Straight 6, 6, 11, 4, 1, 13 and 10 will jackpot to Melbourne Cup Day. So a great day of racing, and of course we stand by now for the Melbourne Cup. The barrier draw will be done at Flemington shortly. World champion Ayrton Senna will start from pole position.